It's Wildcard weekend. You get it? Because it's a card with the word wild. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Eric. Thanks for tuning in to another segment of Triple OT. It's playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs. You want to talk about playoffs? I do, actually. I do want to talk about playoffs and a couple other things. I apologize for last week. I tried making that video like 3 times, and for some reason my phone just did not want to upload it. It didn't want to add the photos to my editing app, or the videos. I had a whole thing with my daughter with my first guest appearance, and she picked all the picks, and I lost them all. And actually, I think I have them up here. Do I have them up here? Yeah, I do, maybe. Who'd she pick? She picked Atlanta. She picked the Bears. She picked New England. Who else she picked? The Chiefs, the 49ers, the Saints. And she didn't know, she's only 4. She picked the Browns. She picked Colts, the Bills, Cowboys, Cardinals, Chargers, Bengals. She not too bad at picks, I guess. Not too bad. But I do have them. Anyways, let's get going here. You can check out, I'm going to put a link here at the end, my video from the Bills game. What an amazing time. You can watch it all there. I don't know what happened to that video either. I don't know what's going on. If it's the editing app, they did update it. But there's a bunch of white shit. I can't get rid of it. I don't know. But go check out that video. I'm in the tunnel with Marino. And we're in the tunnel after the game when they all come up. It was just unbelievable experience. I'm going to start this coach tracker. This image is brought to you by Sports Illustrated. So many coaches have gotten fired, and we're going to track them. We're going to see who's going to be the next coach of these teams. Let's see. Let's start out. We got Marvin Lewis fired for the Bengals. Hugh Jackson was fired. McCarthy was fired. Dirk Cutter was fired. Todd Bowles, Vance Joseph, Adam Gase, and Steve Wilkes, who was the Cardinals' head coach. We're tracking it, right? So McCarthy is talking to the Jets. So there's a good possibility he could be in. That would kind of suck for Buffalo because he's still a good coach. Rex Ryan has been trying to get a coaching staff together to go down to Miami. Go for it, bud. I hope he goes to Miami. Let him fuck up them. I wish he went to New England, but Bruce Arians said that he's interested in the Browns job. Also said he would listen to the Bucs offer if they're willing to offer. So we're looking at the Jets with McCarthy, possible Rex Ryan to the Dolphins, maybe Bruce Arians to the Bucs or the Browns. Bruce Arians going to go in the Browns. They're going to do good. He's going to get all the credit for it. Hugh Jackson kind of helped set that up. He might have sucked, but he kind of helped set that up. Adam Gase, they're looking at the Cardinals. Vance Joseph, possible the Bengals. Josh McDaniels, maybe for the Packers. But who knows? He's a little fucking weasel. He's a part of the Patriots. This one I'd like to see. Chuck Pagano come back out and coach for Denver. That'd be kind of sweet. He wasn't too bad of a coach. And then Greg Williams, the defense coordinator for the Browns, who's been their intern coach, possible, and I think most sensible for the Browns because he's been there a while. He knows them all. So we're going to keep track of all these coaches throughout the offseason. If they're still not signed, and throughout the playoffs, they'll give me something to do. So the coach tracker. Yeah. And then we're going to start another thing. AB, there's a lot of controversy going on with Antonio Brown. Did he want to trade? Did he not? Well, guess what? We're going to throw a fucking tracker on this guy, and we're going to track this guy too. The AB tracker. That photo is brought to you by TheRinger.com. Not brought to you by, that's where the photo I got it from. Copyright. All right, so we're going to go through this chain of events right here. It's kind of weird because it kind of goes back and forth, up and down, whatever. Tomlin sits Antonio Brown. They don't know why. It's not for rest because they need him. They need him to win, and he didn't play, and they lost. Big Ben says he saw no incident happen with him and the coach, and the players were frustrated that AB was benched. Brown was not present during the Monday team meeting, and there was frustration in the locker room over Tomlin not addressing the situation. Big Ben reached out numerous times, and so did other players, and he has not returned their calls. Then he goes on. I have some pictures here. They're coming up. Brown was absent from a walkthrough on Saturday. Members of the organization said Brown left at halftime and last the last game against the Bengals. They listed Brown with a knee injury on Thursday after initially labeling him with a non-injury designation on Wednesday. He didn't practice all week. Friday, Tomlin told reporters he was undergoing tests on his knee, and multiple sources said Ben and Brown a little bit of a disagreement during Wednesday's walkthrough. During the incident, Brown walked off the field and yelled, "I'm done." The drama intensified Friday when Brown went from questionable to out for Sunday's game. There was no actual trade requested. He just said, if you're not going to play me, you might as well trade me. If they did, the chances of them trading him are very unlikely. It'd be a $15 million cap hit, I think, for next year. I don't know. But he has a pretty decent contract, and for someone to pick him up, they would have to give up a lot, like the whole Bears giving up for Mac. So it could happen. The Browns could do it. The Raiders could probably offer him something. They got a nice, decent cap room. But we're going to keep following him because I want to see what happens with AB. If he were to get traded, that would be huge. He just got on the cover of Madden in the Steelers uniform, and he's going to be traded. So we're going to track him and follow that throughout whatever happens. It will probably be done by next week. It'll all blow over, blah, blah, blah. So let's get into the wild card picks. Oh, man. Oh, man. First up, we have the Colts and the Texans. All these games are going to be awesome, especially this one. The Colts and the Texans, third time meeting this year. They split the season 1-1. They each won the game on the road. It's going to be a great wide receiver matchup with Hilton and DeAndre Hopkins, who, by the way, hasn't dropped a pass all fucking year. How does that fucking happen? Fuck. Luck has 800 yards in the last 2 games. That's kind of unbelievable. Against the Texans. Colts have shut down. If the Colts shut down Hopkins, I believe the Colts can get the victory here. It's in Houston. But I don't care. I'm taking the Colts. The Colts advance. Come on, Frank Wright. I'm rooting for you, bud. You help Buffalo out. I'm going to root for you. I'm taking the Colts over the Texans. First wild card game. Next, we have the Cowboys and the Hawks. This one I'm not as thrilled about. I don't care, whatever. It's in Dallas. That's a big advantage for the Cowboys, playing in Seattle. But a lot of the bandwagon fans are gone, so it's probably not as bad anymore. Cowboys are 7-1 in the last 8 games, and I just feel they're going to keep up that good work. They had that one little blowout. They've won 2 since then. They just barely beat the Giants, but they got the win. And at home, I'm picking Dallas. I'm taking Dallas to beat the Seahawks. Next game, this is going to be a good one. Ravens and the Chargers. The Chargers lost to the Ravens week 16 at home, 22-10. The Chargers have a great offense with some nice weapons, but the Ravens defense has been shutting people down, and I think they might continue to do that. They're 6-1 in the last 7 games. Jackson is a threat on all levels because he's only the most passing yards in a game in the 6-1 stretch was against the Chargers, where he had 204 yards. But they're 6-1 with him in. With him in. So I think the Ravens defense is going to shut down those Chargers, and I don't know. They have it's going to be tough, man. That offense and defense, it might go complete different because this is the second time in a couple weeks they're playing. I'm taking the Ravens. Yeah, taking the Ravens to win this one. And the last one, let's get this video wrapped up. The Bears and the Eagles. The Bears still have a dirty defense, and Foles is, I don't think he's 100%. It could really affect their outcome on this one. The Bears are 9-1 in the last 10 games. 5 of those wins, they held the opponent to 10 or fewer points. It's in Chicago, and I'm gonna go against the Eagles. Sorry, they're not gonna be flying this week. I think the Bears defense rolls over them, and the Bears get the win in advance. So there you go. I did the whole bracket, as you've seen. So I blurred out because I had to do the whole thing, which I didn't really like because something might happen. But so yeah, there's my wild card picks, guys. Make sure you go check out the other video of the Bills' home field advantage. Check me out on Twitter at @OOT99 at Eric Schweitzer 64. Like, subscribe, share. Season's almost over, but we got a whole off season and so much to go with this coaching tracker and AB tracker. I'm pumped. Let me know what you think, guys. Give it a thumbs up. Come on. Subscribe. Share it to your friends. Let's talk some fucking football. It's the playoffs, baby. Congratulations to my brother-in-law there, Bilal, for winning our fantasy. He had 2 inactive players. he was at the game with me, and he left his phone in the car because it was dying, and a couple guys were game time decisions. He had Kamara in and some other guy that were decent, and he still took it. $300. Congratulations. Adam got the 100 for second and most points scored. Not that anybody knows who they are, but whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. Check you next week.